Welcome to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. We focus on great original music, both present and past, from the western New England area. And that's music from New Haven, Connecticut and thereabouts, all the way through western Massachusetts and southern Vermont. And I'm Tobey LaRoche, here this week with my co-host Marc Ramone.
Hey, Tobey.
The song intro to our show was African Eyes by the late great sax player and Grammy Award winner Charles Neville and his son Khalif Neville from Huntington, Massachusetts. So, Marc, I hear we have a bit of a special show this week. Why don't you tell us a little bit what's going on?
Absolutely. One of my favorite music festivals. This is a spotlight on the Black Bear Americana Music Festival. And we have a special guest today, Ian Campbell, who is the organizer of the Black Bear Americana Music Festival. Hello, Ian.
Hello, Marc. Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy that you joined us. Every year, you've got so many amazing artists, and most of them are very local to the western New England area. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how you got it all started and anything special coming up this year?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I want to tell you how much I appreciate the fact that you're spotlighting and putting real care and effort into that Western Connecticut and this New England music, because I noticed this years ago that there's a lot of good here. And when we put Black Bear together, we really wanted to focus in a lot on what Connecticut has to offer. So that when we decided to put on Black Bear, I really wanted to focus on Connecticut artists as well. Of course, we want national and international traveling artists too, but there's so much good in Connecticut that I wanted to shine a spotlight on it. And we do every year. We have a significant amount. Out of our 52 plus artists we have every year, significant amount of them are from Connecticut.
Excellent. And you got 4 stages covering rock, blues, folk, and bluegrass this year, right?
Yes, so we do have 4 different stages, 2 main stages that go back and forth, so that as one stage is breaking down or setting up, another stage is performing, and there's really no time in between that you have to wait. And then also we have a workshop stage that does hands-on workshops. So if you go to this stage and you go to a ukulele class or a harmonica class or a hand drumming class or a songwriting class, they are teaching it to you. And if you want to do a ukulele class but you don't have a ukulele, we have a limited amount, but ones that will lend you. We have, I think, 15 of them. So we're there to show you something. And we have these guitar, open tuning, and alternate tuning classes from Matt Smith that are going to blow everyone's mind. In 30 minutes, he will teach you enough about open tunings that you're going to want to go home and practice for a year. and then we have a gazebo stage, which showcases a lot of solos, duos, and even up to some bands, because it's a smaller stage. But it just, if you're not wanting to see a bluegrass or a rockabilly band on the main stage, head on over to gazebo stage and watch a fantastic singer-songwriter. So you did ask me how we put this together. It was Beth Murphy who approached me in 2017 and said, Ian, you've been a musician forever. You're the director of a big music school. You must, know all these things. You want to join, forces and try to make this festival? And I've been going to festivals for 30 years, and I thought, always wanted to have one in our own backyard. And so I begrudgingly said yes, because I knew how hard it would be. And here we are with this really great thing that brings communities together, and that's what we're doing. We're not doing a festival where you can go and just watch music. This is the place where, of course, you'll see some amazing music, but you're going to have a community experience and have something to do for the entire family. We have arts, crafts, drinks, food, games. It's all there for everybody. Face painting. There's a lot to do. So I'll leave it there and let you talk more.
Absolutely, and you covered it all. And I think most importantly, you mentioned that it's a community experience. Everybody there is there to have a good time. It's a great crowd, family friendly. I love going to this festival every year. And I should mention it's going to be in a new location and a new season this year, August 22nd to the 24th. At the Harwinton Fairgrounds.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up, because we've been at the Goshen Fairgrounds all the time. And Beth wanted to do it in that early October Indigenous Peoples Day weekend, Columbus Day weekend, as people know it. And she always wanted to do it then, because that's one of the last weekends that people camp. And it's gorgeous. The leaves colors change and the sun sets. Some of the views we've had at Goshen Fairgrounds were amazing.
Yep.
And then as you may know, Marc, from being there, the weather has just beaten us up every year.
Yeah.
And so last year, when Sunday was a complete washout, we decided it's just time to do it in better weather. So we decided to move. And then the Goshen Fairgrounds said, we'd love to accommodate you, but we can't. We're busy throughout August and July. So we had to move to Harwinton. And when we got there, we were really pleasantly surprised at how cool this fairgrounds is. So the stage is going to be out in this big field, and then everything else surrounds it. So let's say you want to go get some food. You do not have to walk away from the music to do it. It's all right there. And then away from that is not too far away, but around the, let's say, another layer of the onion on the outside of the circle is where everybody's camping and all the workshops are. But as far as the music and the food and the drinks and the fun and everything, is all just this cool, centrally located area. So you don't have to miss a thing ever.
So, Ian, who are the main headliners of this festival?
So on Friday night, we're going to be bringing in Jeffrey Gaines, who's well known in the 2000s for a lot of hits. Hero and Me. He did that cover of
Peter Gabriel?
in Your Eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's on Friday. And then we brought in a super band called Southern Hospitality. And these are three really heavy hitters. I mean, you may know Victor Wainwright, who we've had before, who's a keyboard just blow the roof off the joint kind of guy. And JP Soares and all these heavy duty hitters that are just going to come in and try to melt your face off at night before the end. So we're going to have a really high energy Friday night. On Saturday night, we're going to bring in Howie Day, who's well known for Collide, but he brings a loop pedal, and it's really great. So if you just love the song Collide from the 2000s, come. But if not, you're going to see an incredible performance. I've seen him live before, and I was like, no way. Why doesn't he have 25 hits? And then after him comes Sean Mullins. You remember Everything's Gonna Be All Right, Rockabye. That hit from...
Oh, yeah.
He packs them in all throughout New York. And there's a reason his whole show is this energetic, connective thing. So that's our Saturday night. On Sunday night, we're bringing in David Wilcox, who not only is a legend in his own right as a open tuning artist, songs hit after hit, in the independent world. But he was coming last year, but he's from Asheville, North Carolina. And they got clobbered last year, so he couldn't come because of that storm that came. So we're bringing him back on Sunday. The Luster Kings are going to come back and finish off the night. In fact, the whole day on Sunday is going to be just one heavy hitter after another.
Well, let's get going with we've got a playlist filled with songs by artists who will be performing at the festival this year.
So starting off this first section here, we have a couple of folk acts. Marc Apostolides, who's going to be playing a song called Carolyn. And prior to that, the first thing you'll hear now is one of my favorites, Western Mass classic, the Nields, playing That's What We Do.